hills. You know, people cut down trees where you used to put trees. I mean, you literally do whatever you want.
Just wherever you want.
Yeah, so being able to do it or not being able to do it usually isn't the issue. The issue is, what do you want to do with it?
That's right.
You know? Yeah.
That's how it was with me, because I had my septic lines. I was gonna have to redesign my whole entire yard if I wanted it in ground, and we wanted to be able to dive or things like that. And then as I got to thinking about it, that's really not very safe. A lot of people are actually encouraging people not to do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so we talked with Chad, and he was able to show us what he could do. And we have a beautiful 24-foot, and that's plenty big. And that was going to be my question.
Yeah.
What is the most common above ground that you put up?
24 feet.
Is it round, or is it the oval, or
Round.
rounds?
Yeah, 24 feet round.
Do you have different shapes? They're not all round?
Yeah, no, there's rounds and
Oh, I thought they were all pretty much round.
No,
Well, no, the
rounds and
ovals
oval.
are long. Those are those the ones that you would pretty much would be better to put in the ground, seeing that they're longer, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. You know, I mean, there's benefits, and you know, quality-wise, it's the same. You know, one pool's going to last like the other, but you know, some people just like the style.
Personal
You know?
preference.
Yeah, and if you put a oval in the ground, it truly feels like an in-ground.
Sure.
Because really, there's just a lot of people that want to get this pool. They're willing to spend the money in the deck. They're willing to spend the money to put it in and do some concrete decking around the pool. They want an in-ground feel. You know?
And that's still amazing savings that you've
Yeah.
got whenever you're doing a pool your way.
Yeah.
The money that you can actually save is just tremendous. And,
Put it towards a nice deck.
That's right.
absolutely.
That's
Or
right.
the concrete.
Well,
or
I mean, I'll tell you this, to the most elaborate, and we've done some super elaborate stuff, but the most elaborate pool we've ever done in 15 years is still less than an in-ground pool.
There you go.
I mean, and we're talking about a huge, huge deck, you know, yada, yada. I mean, it's still cheaper.
Okay.
Now, Jeannie mentioned, let me ask you this. She mentioned getting in early to swim. Can you put heaters on above ground also?
Yeah, this
To
is the thing
extend
with
your
heaters.
swim time?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what it does. Now, you're not going to swim year-round. You know, on an above-ground pool, you're going to lose heat from the sides, okay? And that's like one thing you were talking about, Jeannie, is if you drop this in the ground, it'll insulate that side. Now, putting on a heater, you know, a gas or electric heater would be cost-effective. It'd be an intelligent decision.
Right.
To put a gas or electric heater on one above the ground wouldn't be the way to go. There's other options.
The
There's
heat
solar
escapes
heating.
too quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I mean, you would just
Not
you'd kill
economical.
yourself in electricity, yeah, trying to run it.
Okay, we have to take another quick commercial break, and we're going to talk about the difference between freshwater and saltwater, so y'all stay tuned and we'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back to our show. We're talking to Chad Smith from Aboveground Pros, and he's going to now tell us a little bit about the difference between chlorine or fresh water and saltwater pools. And more and more people are now are wanting to go to salt.
Oh yeah.
Tell us the benefits.
I think salt's the best thing that's happened in the swimming pool industry. It was something they tried to do 20 years ago and just didn't have the mechanics, the electrical side of it figured out, and it kind of died away, and it's come back in 5 or 6 years, and it's wonderful. This is basically the deal. If you use chlorine, you've got to go out once a week and put chlorine in your water. Okay, if you have a salt system, you dump in 400 pounds of salt or so at the beginning of the year. It dissolves, so it's not like ocean water. People always ask me, is it like being in the ocean? Well, for about 24 hours it is, until it all goes away. And then you have a unit, and as the salt goes through that unit, it periodically tests your water, so you don't have to go out and test it. And when it needs sanitization, it cuts the unit on, and it turns the salt into an oxidizer, into a chlorine, and turns it, so you don't have to do it. I mean, it is, you know, we like to set our pools up where they're as easy as possible, because if there's anything I've learned in all these years, people don't want to be out there working on it, they want to be out there enjoying it.
That's
you know?
right.
So if that's what you're looking for, salt is by far the way to go. And as the years go, you know, you put your money into it at the beginning. As the years go, you know, you're spending a third less in chemicals because you're not having to buy all this.
So the
chlorine.
maintenance cost is far less because
Yeah.
you're not purchasing the
Absolutely.
chlorine and things of that nature.
Right.
Let me ask you this, with the saline or salt pool, do you still have to put algicides and products like that, or does that take care of that also?
Yes, you do, but algicides are, you wouldn't really have to. Okay, I mean, algicides are, people use them in a preventative way, but they're best once your pool has a problem. You put the algicide in there. So the point is, this is keeping your sanitization level up so good. You go on vacation for 2 weeks and the pool's keeping chemicals in it for you. You know what I mean? So you don't have to deal with that as much. You still have to put in, you know, let's say $80 to $100 worth of balance chemicals in at the beginning of the year, and then after that, you just run salt. I mean,
Well,
it's
so
real
the
simple.
setup for it is far away, is as much better benefit than the long period of having to go and buy chemicals over and over and over again, or then
Right.
get a problem and have to fix that problem.
And
So,
it's also safer, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
I mean, that's-
chlorine can be dangerous.
Oh yeah, I mean, chlorine's a toxic chemical, and
Right.
if you use it properly, you're fine. If you overuse it, it'll turn your blonde hair green and burn your skin, and you know, this kind of stuff. It's the salt is makes the water very soft. I mean, you would just have to swim in it to understand what I'm talking about. It's so much cleaner. You know, chlorine is an oxidizer, which means it burns contamination out of the water. You know, the salt is so much more safer and so much more softer. That's what it's really about.
okay.
You
Well,
know.
really quick too, I want to talk about some of the extra things that a lot of people don't think about that you offer. A lot of people, when they think of above ground pools, like you had said, they think about the cheaper pools and the little plastic hoses and all that type of stuff. You come out and you hard pipe your pipes to the filters and to the pool. I mean, it is a really, really nice heavy duty job that you do.
Right.
And I will say this too, one thing that my family's been able to enjoy, we enjoy going out of town, but with the prices and gas and all that, we have literally enjoyed more being at home in our backyard because you have helped make that a backyard paradise for us. And we've saved money actually and enjoyed more in our backyard. So if you're interested in having a pool done, I highly recommend these individuals. They're very educated on what they're doing, and they can give you a lifetime of fun right in your own backyard. So definitely. Anything else you would like to share with our viewers today?
Not in particular. I mean, the basic thing is we really set up our company on a level to like you were saying with the hard piping and treating for ants, and we want you to have a good experience. That's 75% of our business is repeat referrals, and that's what I believe in. We want you to be ecstatically happy. We want this thing to be there. I mean, it's going to be there for 20 years. So we want to do it right and set it up and make it easy for you and make it a good experience.
And too, think about this, Chad. If we decided to move, we can have you come take it down, and y'all come right back and put
you
it back
can
up
move 'em.
again.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
'em with you.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, absolutely.
So once you make that investment,
That's
it
right.
kind of follows with you.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
I mean, we
great.
do that all the time.
Absolutely. So if there's people out there that have a pool and they just don't have it put up, you come out and put that up for them as well.
Sure. Oh, yeah. I mean,
They
we
don't
do.
have to actually buy a pool from you if they already
That's
have
right.
one. They just need to have it put up.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, and we're talking about buying pools and this, but we also do pool installations. You buy it wherever you want. We'll install it for you. We'll, change the liners, work on pumping filters. I mean, like I
If
said,
you have a
we do pretty
leak,
much everything.
y'all dive down and y'all can fix the leak. The only thing you don't do is clean a pool.
That's right.
Got to
We-
have
we
your pool
clean.
boy for that.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
You do?
I have a pool
Is that
boy.
your husband?
That's my husband. Well, Chad, we appreciate you coming in and being a part of our show today.
Yeah,
We have
thank
learned a lot about pools, a lot of information, and we encourage you viewers to go to the website if you want more information or to do some shopping, or give Chad a call. He'll be more than happy to come out and give you a free estimate on a pool for your own backyard paradise. So, Steve, anything else?
No, I think it's good. Very informative.
Summertime's
Learned
here.
a lot.
Time to get going. Well, Chad, thank you so much for being a part of our show. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, viewers, and we will see you next time.